Form.IO's multi-tenancy feature enables organizations to manage multiple tenants within a single Form.IO environment. Each tenant functions as an independent subproject under a single parent project, which acts as the central hub for tenant management. Using the intuitive Form.IO developer portal, users can easily configure settings for each tenant. Every tenant is equipped with its own API endpoints, allowing full control over forms, resources, data, authentication, file storage, and access permissions. Although these subprojects operate independently, they share a common set of core settings inherited from the parent project, ensuring secure and smooth integration within one deployment. Ultimately, Form.IO tenants provide a scalable, white-labeled form-building solution that empowers organizations to support unlimited customers from a single deployment. Let's take a look at how these tenants are set up and managed. Before creating a tenant, the tenant parent project must be created first. This project serves as the central hub that oversees and manages your multi-tenant environment. It acts as the primary project from which tenants can inherit configurations, settings, and shared resources while maintaining their own isolated environment. Before creating a tenant, consider setting up a tenant configuration form. This is especially beneficial if your application supports various parameters such as CSS files, logos, or other global settings that might be different for each tenant. The tenant configuration form is created within the parent project. Add the necessary fields to support the parameter values and save your form. Next, navigate to the Tenant Manager UI, select Settings, and assign the configuration form. When a new tenant is created, users will be presented with the tenant configuration form parameter fields, and the user can then add the necessary endpoints specific to that tenant. Parameters can be removed, updated, or created within the Public Configuration tab of the tenant settings. Inject the public configuration endpoint into your application to integrate these settings. Managing your tenants is easy. From the Parent Project dashboard, click the Tenant button to access the Tenant Manager UI. This interface allows administrators to easily create, manage, and configure tenants. To create a new tenant, click the Create Tenant button, select a stage from the parent project to use as a template, give the tenant a name, and submit. All forms and resources associated with the chosen stage will be duplicated. This allows for having a dedicated stage specifically for tenant forms or resource templates, streamlining the customer onboarding process. Switch between your tenants within the Tenant Manager UI. Click Open to access a tenant. The developer portal will update dynamically, displaying all tenant-specific API endpoints. When managing multiple tenants, it's important to verify which tenant is active before making any changes to that tenant. The active tenant is marked within the Tenant Manager UI with an active tag, as well as displayed in the Formio portal header. Once the correct tenant is active, use the portal exactly how you would any other project or stage by creating and managing forms, resources, data, and configurations for the given tenant. Because of the unique API structure, all forms and resources will have the correct API endpoints to easily embed within your application. Since each tenant maintains its own API endpoints, enterprise applications can implement unique third-party integrations and tailor custom configurations for every tenant in their ecosystem. For example, connect each tenant to its own dedicated email transport, ensuring isolated, secure, and customizable delivery channels. Leverage different authentication providers like SSO or SAML, enabling tailored security measures and independent access control for each tenant. Role-based access delivers granular control over user permissions, ensuring each user only has access to the specific resources they need within their isolated environment. Tenants can seamlessly integrate with an application's development cycle by utilizing their own on-premise staging system. Each tenant can establish distinct stages, such as development and testing, that connect to isolated environments, allowing structured deployments across development, testing, and production cycles. Form.IO's multi-tenancy delivers a scalable and secure platform that consolidates form management for multiple clients into a single deployment, providing isolated environments, tailored configurations, seamless third-party integrations for enterprise applications.